Royal commentator Lady Colin Campbell dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through the media and royal circles alike. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, have officially parted ways, with divorce proceedings underway. According to Lady Campbell, this development is not a surprise to Buckingham Palace, which has been quietly preparing for the collapse of the Sussex marriage for years. What began as a fairy tale romance and a bold exit from royal duties in 2020 has deteriorated into a fractured partnership, marked by failed media ventures, public backlash, and a strategic palace plan to salvage Harry while letting Meghan bear the fallout. Lady Campbell's revelations paint a picture of a calculated effort to separate Harry from the chaos of Meghan's influence, with the royal family orchestrating a quiet but deliberate path to reclaim their prince. This article explores the origins of the divorce, the palace's behind-the-scenes maneuvering, the unraveling of the Sussex brand, and the profound implications for Harry, Meghan, and the monarchy. Lady Colin Campbell's revelation in July 2025 confirmed what many had speculated. Harry and Meghan's marriage, once a symbol of rebellion and independence, has ended in divorce. The Sun, Lianqianling Arshiwu. The announcement came after months of rumors, fueled by Harry's solo appearances, Meghan's independent business ventures, and a noticeable lack of joint projects. Daily Mail, 2025. At Royal Scoop tweeted, "Lady C just confirmed it, Harry and Meghan are done. The palace saw this coming a mile away." At Royal Scoop X, 2025. The divorce marks the final chapter of a union that captivated the world, but failed to withstand the pressures of public scrutiny and internal discord. The cracks in their marriage were evident long before the official split. Since their 2020 exit from royal duties, the Sussexes faced mounting challenges: a $100 million Netflix deal that fizzled out, a $20 million Spotify contract that collapsed after one season, and Meghan's struggling lifestyle brand As Ever, People, 2025, BBC, 2023. These professional failures, coupled with public skepticism, strained their relationship. A source close to the couple told The Sun, "Harry and Meghan were pulling in different directions. The united front was a facade, and everyone could see it." The Sun, 2025. Lady Campbell's claim that the palace has been planning for divorce suggests a strategic effort to distance Harry from Meghan's controversies. Express, 2025. According to Lady Campbell, Buckingham Palace has been preparing for the Sussexes' divorce since their royal exit, with Queen Elizabeth herself initiating a 12-month review period in 2020 as a safety net for Harry. Daily Mail, 2025. To the public, it appeared as a gesture of grace, but insiders say it was a calculated move to give Harry an out. Variety, 2025. At Royal Insider tweeted, "The Queen knew Meghan was trouble. That review period was Harry's chance to escape, but he didn't take it." At Royal Insider, X, 2025. When the couple made their exit permanent, the palace shifted to a long-term containment strategy, aiming to limit Meghan's influence and preserve Harry's royal ties. Lady Campbell revealed that the palace's goal was never to win Meghan over but to contain her, viewing her as unmanageable due to her independent streak and media-savvy approach. The Sun, 2025. A former royal aide said, "Meghan played by her own rules, always 2 steps ahead of the palace's PR machine. Containing her was impossible." Express, 2025. The palace's plan evolved into isolating Meghan's influence while subtly encouraging Harry to distance himself. This included encouraging his solo appearances at royal-adjacent events, such as a July 2025 Invictus Games event, where he appeared without Meghan. Reuters, 2025. The strategy culminated in what Lady Campbell calls a quiet unraveling. Daily Mail, 2025. By 2025, Harry was making subtle overtures to the royal family, attending events that signaled a softening stance, while Meghan focused on her solo ventures. The Guardian, 2025. At Royal Watch tweeted, "Harry's solo trips aren't random. The palace is engineering his return, leaving Meghan to fend for herself." At Royal Watch 10, 2025. The divorce, insiders say, is the palace's final step to salvage the prince and let the Sussex brand collapse under Meghan's weight. Variety, 2025. When Harry and Meghan left the royal family, they positioned themselves as a modern power couple, launching Archewell Productions with promises of inspiring content. Forbes, 2020. Their 2022 Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan, was a hit, but subsequent projects like Heart of Invictus and With Love, Meghan flopped, with Polo ranking 3,436th globally. People, 2025. Spotify's Archetypes ended after one season, with executives citing unmet expectations. BBC, 2023. At Culture Vibe tweeted, "The Sussexes promised a media empire but delivered duds. No wonder Hollywood's backing away." At Culture Vibe, X, 2025. Internal chaos at Archewell exacerbated their struggles. Reports of high staff turnover, 17 employees left since 2018, and creative indecision painted a dysfunctional picture. Express, 2025. Meghan's As Ever brand, launched as American Riviera Orchard, faced trademark disputes and mockery for its jam jars. Daily Mail, 2025. A Mirror poll showed 94% of 5,654 respondents uninterested in more Sussex content. Mirror, 2025. The couple's once magnetic unity, epitomized by their salt and pepper, quote, faded, replaced by parallel paths. The Sun, 2025. Lady Campbell noted, "Meghan's poisoned the pond irretrievably. The brand is damaged beyond repair." Daily Mail, 2025. Meghan's pivot to solo ventures signaled the end of the Sussex duo. Her As Ever brand aimed to recapture her pre-royal influencer appeal, but legal battles and poor sales undermined its success. BBC, 2025. A source told Variety, "Meghan's trying to be a lifestyle mogul, but the market's saturated and her credibility's shot." Variety, 2025. At Brandwatch tweeted, "Meghan's jam jars and lifestyle dreams are a flop. Hollywood's not buying it." At Brandwatch, X, 2025. Her attempts to revive Archetypes or pitch a suit spin-off were met with skepticism, with royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams calling it retrogressive. Sunday, 2025. Meghan's strained family ties, particularly her 7-year estrangement from her father, Thomas Markle Sr., added fuel to the narrative of her being difficult. Express, 2025. Lady Campbell claimed Meghan set up her father to exclude him from her 2018 wedding, a move that damaged her public image. Daily Mail, 2025. At Family Ties tweeted, "Meghan cut off her dad. Now she's losing Harry. Her choices are catching up." At Family Ties X, 2025. Hollywood's A-listers, including former allies like Kevin Costner, reportedly keep her at arm's length, wary of her box office poison reputation. Radar Online, 2025. Harry's journey from the cheeky prince to Meghan's partner in a curated media machine marked a profound shift. Lady Campbell described him as a casualty of Meghan's influence, adopting her polished, performative style. The Sun, 2025. His solo appearances, like a South Africa trip in 2025, felt staged, lacking the charm of his earlier royal days. The Guardian, 2025. At Royal Path tweeted, "Harry's trying to channel his old self, but it feels like a performance. He's lost his spark." At Royal Path 10, 2025. Insiders paint a darker picture. Harry cycling through Malibu, numbed by weed and weariness, searching for purpose. Daily Mail, 2025. His estrangement from King Charles, who reportedly refuses to speak to him, underscores his isolation. Express, 2025. Lady Campbell noted, "Charles knows Harry's too risky to engage with now." The Sun, 2025. Yet, the palace sees Harry as salvageable, encouraging subtle moves to reconnect with royal circles, like attending Invictus events. Reuters, 2025. At Royal Hope tweeted, "The palace isn't giving up on Harry. They're betting he'll come back without Meghan." At Royal Hope 10, 2025. Lady Campbell's revelations highlight a palace strategy years in the making. Separate Harry from Meghan's chaos and reclaim him for the monarchy. Daily Mail, 2025. The plan avoids public confrontation, relying on subtle distancing, encouraging Harry's solo engagements while letting Meghan's ventures falter. Variety, 2025. A source said, "The palace isn't sparking a headline war, they're orchestrating a quiet split." The Sun, 2025. At Royal Strategy tweeted, "The palace isn't hoping for a divorce, they're engineering it. Harry's their focus, not Meghan." At Royal Strategy, X, 2025. The divorce announcement aligns with this strategy. By framing Harry as a casualty rather than a traitor, the palace aims to rehabilitate his image, potentially paving the way for a soft return. The Guardian, 2025. Meghan, meanwhile, is left to face the media storm alone, with her brand labeled transactional and overproduced. Radar Online, 2025. Lady Campbell's claim that Meghan poisoned the pond reflects the palace's view that her influence is irreparable, making Harry's extraction their priority. Daily Mail, 2025. The divorce news polarized public opinion. Supporters rallied behind Meghan, decrying the palace's tactics. At Justice for Meghan tweeted, "The palace is throwing Meghan under the bus to save Harry. It's disgusting." At Justice for Meghan, X, 2025. Critics, however, blamed Meghan's ambition. At Tea Room Daily tweeted, "Meghan dragged Harry into this mess. No surprise the palace wants him back." At Tea Room Daily, X, 2025.